Okay guys, so I know I'm a little late showing you some of this stuff. We've been really busy getting the stores ready for seasonal stuff and visits and all of that, but just wanted to show you guys some of the little gemstones that are on sale. I'm grabbing some of these actually right now because I know I need them already. I will show you guys in a separate video, or not a separate video, but a clip after this one to show you guys what I did pull. So these gems are on sale. So you've got these little square things. You've got the real big sheet of the black and white, the wavy rainbow, which I'm also gonna grab. That's already broken. These waterfall pegs get broken all the time. We've got these like flower looking gems, moon and stars. Down here you've got all your teal, like chenille sticker patches. Let's go ahead and move down here to some of this stuff. So over here you've got, these are $1.62. And then just these brown ones here. Babe. And this is not a big markdown. This is just a, I don't know, like a medium one. I wonder if I want to get another one of these. So there's a few of the greenery. Let me actually pull those. There are actually some flowers for sale. I think it's these. Yeah, these are deleted. And that's why there's so many, but they didn't clearance them. But I got them from my store, which I'll show you. These are on clearance for $1.12. These here are on clearance. These gold paper clips are also supposed to be clearanced, and maybe the pastel ones next to them. Actually, no, these go here. They just spread them out. Okay, never mind. So the gold are not on clearance. They just spread them to clear up the holes. There's a few washi tapes, not many. This one and this plaid one. And then there's a bunch of these buttons, and it actually looks like all the buttons are clearanced. And although I'm tempted to buy a bunch of these, every time I do, I don't actually end up doing anything with them. I think I might get this beachy one though, because I am going to be doing a beachy scrapbook. Oh, and these donuts, I love these donuts. I've actually used these in my card class before, so I'm going to grab a couple of these, I think. But overall, like, I'm tempted to grab the Christmas ones and stuff, but I just don't know that I'm going to use them. We'll see if I change my mind before I leave this store. This is not my store. This is just another store near me. I have 3 stores, including mine, that I work at that I can go to. So here's a few Tim Holtz things. And then these things are $3.99, $2.49. These butterflies and whatever. I don't really buy a lot of that stuff. All right, let's see. The alphabet stickers have been done here. We have not done the alphabets in my store yet, so that's why I wanted to try to come to a different store so I could actually film all of the clearance, because I don't want to film it in bits. And you guys may have already seen some of it, but these big ones are $1.87. Here's more of these numbers. The big yellow ones, these silver ones, those are too big for me, for what I do, scrapbooking and card making. So the glitter, the big glitter numbers. There's gold, black. They're about $2.12. These pink ones are $1.74. These are $1.74. Just looking to see if there's any of the ones that I like that I think about getting. These are clearance. They're pretty. I just don't know if I would use those colors. Here's some just like varsity silver and gold. And then these colorful ones are also clearance. The hard part about letter stickers is, you know, you can only get so much use out of them before you run out of the letters that you need. Here's some nice red foil, 62 cents. Some gold for 99. Here's some rainbow for 99. There's some gold. These white ones. There's quite a few alphas. So there's these black glitter here, and then the red glitter as well, and the pink, and the purple it looks like, and they're all like 87 cents. I like these foam ones, which I'm getting into. Out of these little ones up top, I only see this one that's clearanced. Some black and gold, and then you got some silver and yellow. These are all 74 and 99 cents, depending on which ones you get. Let me go over here and get my basket and slide it closer to me. So here's some foam stickers. I'm gonna grab some of these. There's the chunky silver glitter, there's chunky gold glitter, and then just kind of like the rainbow looking one. And then for the foam, there's the purple. These are $1.49. The blue and the teal. I will get the blue and the teal. There's only one teal. And I will probably get a couple of the blue because I actually will use these colors. Let's see. There's these little gold glitter ones. The gold. This one's in the wrong place, but there's gold, red, blue, green, purple. These really thin, glittery ones, and those are 99 cents. I love these bubble letters. They are 87 cents, and these are the red ones. I'm gonna go ahead and get those. I always buy 2 of the alphabet because, again, if you usually run out of the vowels and stuff. And I'm gonna get 2 of these teal ones also. Okay. That is it in the sticker aisle. Let's go take a look at the other stuff. I know there's envelopes and some stamps and ink pads. So there's, let me get to the ink pads here. It's these palette hybrid ink pads. They are $2.24. And then there's this one green for 49 cents. And this rub it, scrub it for stamp pad cleaning, or stamps, not stamp pads, ink, the stamps themselves is $1.49. And then these stamps range from $1.24 to $1.99. And then these droppers are 37 cents. Dot art is $2.24. Spray bottles are 62. Spray bottles are actually a good thing to have. I don't really need any though, but let's see, my store didn't have the A2 envelopes marked down. They only had the A7, and I didn't really need any of those. Let me show you the ones at the bottom first. So this is A4, flat cards and envelopes for $187, and then there's A7 for the craft and the off-white envelopes, which I don't need any more of that size. I have so much already. These belly bands are 74 cents. And then there's some 5x7 envelopes for $1.24. Quite a bit of those actually. But I use the A2. So they are 99 cents, and there's actually quite a bit of the colors. Darn, not this green one though that I like. Quite a bit of those colors. So yeah, I will definitely be grabbing probably some red. I've actually used this orange quite a bit too. So yeah, I will be grabbing some of these colors. As you can see, you'll see my haul. But I use these for my card classes. Started doing colorful envelopes. I'm just gonna get one purple because I don't use purple that much. So that's the envelopes. There's a couple of these little mini cards. There's this one here, and then this one down here that are on clearance. And then there's, oh, let's not forget these flat cards and envelopes. Those are A2 size. And then there's one that is an A7 size. This one, they're $1.12, 87 cents. They just kind of vary here and there. And then over here at the planner stuff, it's a few of these. This one here. And that one is $2.24. There's not a lot of these on clearance. Here's the botanical one. And then this one. And then this one. And then down here you get a lot of there's the clips for 87. And then these clips are on clearance, and these. And then you've got two different sticky notes. I might buy one or two of these. I use these for my card classes when I'm I put a sticky note on the acetate with the shaker cards. I may get one of those. I'm gonna think about it. So there's those.
Refresh your bathroom with Hobby Lobby's wide selection of bath essentials.
And then there's
plush towels,
this keychain.
shower curtains to luxurious soaps and bath accessories.
And a couple of the recipe books.
You need to create
they are $4.49. And then the recipe cards that are on clearance are 49 cents.
And treat yourself to a little everyday
and then
luxury.
this little pouch is $2.12. And this book down here is $2.24. Let's go into the vinyl aisle because I think there's a few vinyl things that are clearance. There's a few of these water bottles and tumbler. I'm just gonna look here. Okay, here's this one's on clearance for $3.24. The smiley face one here. Let's just take a walk. There's a few of these kinds of things, like this purple thing here. A couple of these little pouches. And then a few tools over here with the 405. The purple vinyl here is on clearance, but it looks like it's the only one. And then over here we've got some more, you know, just a few that's on clearance. It's not a ton. And then up here, just a couple of the colors. You know, once again, it's not everything. And then on this side real quick, this bag is $7.99, I think it says. And then there are some sheets of vinyl. I actually have used these for scrapbooking before, so I'm actually looking at these. But it looks like the same designs that the rolls are clearanced. And that should be it. Let me just take a walk down the paper aisle, but I don't believe there's any paper clearance in this relay. And also check the end caps because these keychains, and there's more tumblers out here. And then there's some of these that are clearanced. We're just gonna walk down the paper aisle real quick. The single sheet paper markdown is coming in the future here, and I should be able to give you a good look at that because I will probably be packaging a lot of these in my store. So yeah, there's none. Oh, there is some pen clearance. I didn't realize we had that. So there's a few things, and then there's journals down there. And I do see like a punch or two. This orange punch that does a flower shape, and this 3-way decorative punch from We Are. So I think that is all for this markdown round. I'm looking forward to the single sheets and see what we clearance out. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye. Hey guys, Janet back here. So you saw the clearance filming in the store. I want to go ahead and show you guys real quick what I actually ended up picking up. I know that you guys saw some of the stuff that I picked, but some of this I got at the store that I filmed at. Some of it I got at my store. So I did get a ton of these envelopes. Some of them I cleared out, some of them I didn't. And before anybody wants to say anything about that, the stores that I live near, paper crafting is not as big here as it is in some other areas. So, like this store that I filmed at today, they did their markdowns like a week ago, and there was still all of this stuff there. So, believe me, people have had ample time to shop before I ever got there. So, I know some of you are always like, you know, leave some on the shelf, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, you never know if anybody's ever going to come buy the stuff anyway. Like, believe me, we end up with some of the stuff on the clearance wall because people have that mentality of leave it for someone else. But you don't know if there's going to be someone else that comes along. So if you want it, get it. And I do teach classes, as a lot of you have heard me mention. So the reason I buy so much stuff in bulk is because I need it for my classes. So this is a pile of all the envelopes that I got. Oh, and I got this one. Oh wait, there's more. And then I got, so most of these are just envelopes, which I've actually been using a lot in my classes with the cards. I only got one purple and like one of each of these pinks because I don't use those colors as much as some other colors. Yellow I seem to use a lot of, so I wanted to make sure I had plenty of that because I've already used all the other ones from the last markdown. And then I got one craft. This is folded cards and envelopes. So make sure you're looking because most of what's on clearance is the envelopes. But there's a couple of them like this burgundy. I was going to get just the burgundy envelopes, but I saw that it had the cards and envelopes. So I'm like, well, I might as well get the one that has card bases with the envelopes. Of course, the envelopes are white, but that's actually fine. I don't like to buy the really dark colored envelopes because it's hard to write on the front. So I got folded cards. So I did go ahead and get 6 of the burgundy because we are going to be having Christmas card classes soon. My group and I are going to be doing Christmas cards. And so red will be popular. And then I got folded cards and envelopes in 5x7 size. I got them in the ivory and the navy. I wish the navy would be an A2 size, but because I use a lot of navy in my classes. So what I can do to these, though, we either can make 5x7 cards or I can cut these down to A2 size and it's fine. So I went ahead and got those because, you know, with all the cards and envelopes for $1.12 plus my discount, is, you know, you just can't beat it. So, okay, so then I have a bunch of other stuff. Let me show you. You saw me picking up some of the letters. So the foam ones, I bought the blue, all 3 of the blue that were there because I don't want to run out of vowels. And then they only had the one teal in that store. So when the store closest to me does their markdowns, I'm probably going to go snag some more of those. Oh, and I got this bag of stuff. These are the flowers that are supposed to be clearance that were not clearance in the store that I was just in. But they are $1.74 and it's these like light pastel-y ones. So, yeah, I got 3 of those because we can use those in class for sure. Not anytime this year. We're going to focus on Christmas. We're going to do a couple Christmas card classes. So if you are interested in classes, go to Facebook and it's Janet's Virtual Card Classes. And you'll be able to see what classes we're doing each month, which it's not every month. I took August off and I won't be doing a class in September, but October and November will be Christmas. So I got 2 of these bubble teal, 2 bubble red, and then I got 2 of this blue one. Again, I do tend to use blue a lot, so I went ahead. These are just flat alpha stickers. It says there's 4 sheets, so I guess you get 2 of each. I guess I didn't need to buy 2. I didn't notice that. That's fine. I use these for my scrapbooks. They're not for card classes. I did get 2 of these Post-it notes because when I put shaker cards in my card classes, I always put a Post-it note on them to, you know, not lose the acetate. So that's what I got those for. I got 2 of these. I've already got, I know, a couple of these already. before they were clearance. And honestly, I feel like they were clearance before and then brought back, but or something similar. But I got 2. I was going to buy more, but since I think I already have some, I have plenty for my card classes. And honestly, I have more bling than I'll ever need for my card classes probably. So, and then with these buttons, what I decided to do, because I don't use them as much as I think I'm going to, so I didn't get a lot. I got all of the donuts. Even though we used these in class once before, that doesn't mean we won't use them again for another donut themed cards. I have a lot of donut themed stuff, so I don't know why or how, but I like these too because they're just already flat backs without the little hook that you have to remove. Like these have the little hook you have to remove on the back, little plastic thing. But I did get all 3 of the sunflower packs. In order to use this for my class, for what I have in mind, I'm going to need like 1 more, I think. No, actually, I'm going to need 2 more of these. So when the store closest to me clearances stuff, I'm going to see if they have a couple of those. And then I got this one beachy one just for my Bonaire book that I'll eventually get to in the winter. I got 3 of these. I bought 1 of these at my store and 2 at the store I just filmed at. I feel like these might be nice on cards. We'll see. I always think I'm going to use them and then I don't. So I'm going to just see how it goes. Or I could use those on botanical garden scrapbook pages. So that's a possibility. All right. So then I got a bunch of these little things. And I gather up as many of these as I can get to try to use them for my class. Because I need 9 of them for my class. Roughly. For now. If the classes grow, I may need more. But let's see. Oh, here's another. Okay, so I do only need 1 more. I thought I had another one of those. Although I'm probably going to sell all my Valentine's stuff and St. Patrick's and possibly Easter and Halloween, I did go ahead and get these hearts because this store had like 9 of them. Yeah, they had 9 of them, so I can actually use them for class. So maybe in the January class, we'll make 1 Valentine's Day card with that. This penguin, I already have some. I'm either going to be 1 shy or I'm going to have exactly what I need. I don't know, but I may be 1 shy. And these stars, I'm hoping to get a few more because I'd like to use these in class, but I would need like 5, so we'll see about that. And then these cupcakes, I've already got way more than I need. I bought a bunch before they went on clearance just to make sure I got them. And then I just got these 5 more, so I've got those. And then I did pick up 3 of these bees. I wasn't going to get any of these, and I should have gotten them at my store because, you know, I won't have enough to do class with unless I get more. But if not, then I'll just use them for myself. It won't be the end of the world. I'm hoping to use them for class, but we will see. And then these stars, these are clearanced, so I got these. I think they'd be cute. Actually, they would be really cute with these stars if you added them on a birthday card because they have the same colors in there. So I got those. And then I got a ton. I bought every one of these that I could get. Let's see. Well, I didn't buy these from the store that I was just in. I bought them from mine. And I bought these from mine and like 1 or 2 from the store I was just in. And then I bought a ton of these. So I got 7 of these total. Figured these would be great for card classes. These would also be good for my own scrapbook pages. So I got a lot of those. And I left a couple behind at the store I was just at because I feel like this is enough. I bought all of these that I could find in all 3 stores. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these. So I can definitely use those in my classes. And then these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I have a few of these already. So what's really good about these, if you're not sure you like these, they're just like the flower shape. It's hard to see on camera. They're like a flower shape. But any of these clear gems, you can color with any alcohol marker and make them whatever color you want. That's why I want so many of these, because I like them in general, but I can make them whatever color suits my purpose. And then these were actually done during the last markdown, but my store actually had 2 of these on the clearance wall, so they got lost in the mix or something. This bunny's ear is bent down. I gotta fix that. But when these went clearance, I was gonna get them and I decided not to because I already had enough Easter stuff. But I think these are great focal points on the front of Easter cards. I may make a bunch of cards before I sell all my stuff that's left. I don't know yet. And then these were clearance. The store that I was just in didn't have any of these pink ones. This is all one piece, but you can cut these into rows and use them that way. And then I got the gold and white. So that is everything that I got from this haul. I'm not into the vinyl. I don't need any stamp sets or any ink pads, so I didn't buy any of that stuff. But I think I bought a little bit of everything else. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you find the same stuff at your stores. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.